This is so cool. Hi, beautiful human. These are the best Zachsang Show moments of 2025, and it's brought to you by our friends over at Audible, who also have put together the best of 2025. Their editors have spent all year listening and debating really the best originals, the best podcasts, the best audiobooks across every single genre, and they put it into a playlist for me and you. So we don't need to stress. We just gotta listen. So when you're ready to dive in, it's waiting for you. Audible.com/best of 2025. Go there to listen now. Okay, let's get into our best of 2025.
How did you know the role of Hannah Montana wasn't for you? Because every kid would have taken that opportunity back then.
That's true. It's kind of stupid now.
I don't know.
No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. It wasn't.
I think it was that I had played out my time at the channel. When I was getting off of Phil, I was 16 and a half, maybe almost 17.
And you had already done 2 Disney Channel original movies.
Yeah, and like
the one with just you and one with us.
Right. So I felt like I had done what I needed to here. And I think on top of that, the music and being a duo was what we were focused on. I wasn't focused on wanting to be a solo act. And I felt like if I do this, this is going to turn me into being someone solo. Does that make sense?
Totally.
So I think that was a huge part of it too, was like protecting what we had as a duo and not letting it steer me down that path that could have just fully split us, you know?
Did they offer you the role, or what was it? Were you in?
Yeah.
They did, yeah.
Yeah. But
Really?
it's so funny because now I look back on it and I'm like, it was so clear to say no. I'm like, wow, was I mean, I guess like financially, you know, looking back on it, sure, I'd be in a different place, but I'd be in such a different place too in my life. Like I probably wouldn't have met my husband, you know, maybe that would have turned me into a solo act and we wouldn't have done music together. Like, I don't know. Maybe I would have gotten burnt out and been like, I just did 2 series back to back. I'm in my early 20s now and I'm just fried and I just want to get out of the business.
I also felt like Allie was like, this is going to be a little confusing if I'm Allie and AJ, I'm Allie Mashaka, and I'm Hannah Montana. I mean, that gets a little...
It's very confusing.
It's a little convoluted.
Kind of bizarre, you know. But
yeah,
it was a real... I can vouch it was a real
They
offer.
were surprised that I just said, no, it's good. And then that was it.
I mean, have you thought about it?
No, it doesn't. It's never like something that like haunts me by any means, which is good. It was supposed to be Miley.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so... I mean, looking back, it's like that is her.
No,
Yeah,
like
that should be her.
What about Allie and AJ's sister act on MTV?
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Was that
So
like...
that was supposed to be
too
a
wholesome.
reality show.
It was honestly too wholesome. Like we were not like giving enough like reality
energy.
They
put it out as a special, but that was supposed to be a full-on series.
And I think we were just too nice.
They were like, this is not.
sweet.
They looked
and
at like
wholesome.
6 months of tape and they're like,
Yeah.
We got nothing.
It's giving like a 42-minute special.
Yeah, no, literally. And we were like, we were, I don't think we were actually that bummed. I think we were kind of like over them telling us
Our
like.
parents were in it, guys.
Yeah,
those people, God bless them, should not be on TV.
I watched an episode
No, they
this
shouldn't.
morning.
It's
You did?
unhinged.
Yeah, I think one of you guys says a 3-course meal should always start with a Big Mac.
I mean, that's insane. That quote
Mental.
right there.
That's
That's
wild.
why it didn't get picked
Yeah,
up.
that's why I didn't get picked up. On top of, like, you know, it's a reality show. Everybody.
It's like me losing my life, like not getting my permit. Like it was just so sweet and cute.
Yeah,
that it wasn't what they were doing at the time.
It wasn't us like sneaking out to do drugs and like, you know, dating like a bad boy, and it wasn't like what MTV probably really wanted from us.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then I think on top of that, we were probably kind of happy that it didn't happen because we didn't want to be told to walk into a room another 3 times to get it. You know, because that reality is not just
weird.
one take. Sometimes they're like, "Hey, can you do that again?" and kind of say that.
And then Allie and I are like, "But this
we're
isn't
like,
a
I don't
scene."
want to do that. Like, you didn't get the shot. Like, sorry, I want to go on with my day. You know."
Totally. Yeah, it wasn't.
So it was funny. I mean, it's funny now looking back on because we're such babies in that. But yeah, another time.
Yeah.
Another era, man.
Cool thing to have under your belt, you know?
Yeah, kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I didn't even really know that existed until right now. I'm being honest with you.
Oh yeah, you can watch it. Dan will send it to you.
Dan will send it to
Yeah,
you.
please.
It really should have been a Disney Channel reality show.
Yeah, not MTV.
Actually,
That
that's
might
interesting.
have-
That's a
it
good
was just
point.
the
It could have
wrong-
been more clean and just wholesome, and us going to the
see,
studio
we
with
had
a
done an-
bodyguard driving us because we didn't drive yet. You know, like
we
stuff
had
like
done
that.
an MTV movie together, so they were very much on like the we want to work with you guys. Let's do this. That's how that spawned.
You're right,
And then
you're right.
and then they were like, never mind.
It could have been like a Disney Channel interstitial, like a 365 energy.
That would have been
Oh,
cute
right,
for
right,
commercials.
right.
Yeah,
Sure.
Mike
Yeah.
Superstore. I don't know.
How long ago did you record Golden?
You know, my concept of time is like a 4-year-old. So I'm going to need like 3 seconds to compute.
Okay.
I think it was, what year is it? What month is it? It's
It's August
August.
of
I was going to say it's
2025.
October. It's August. I think I recorded it last year. Yeah, summer of last year.
Do you have any idea when you go into that session, like what you're really signing up for? I mean, you do because it's been described to you.
Yeah.
You can't predict that it's going to top the Billboard charts, though.
No, can never predict that. Although there's a Korean saying that if you have a hit, you'll see a ghost in the studio. And EJ was telling us on FaceTime the other day that she's never told anyone this, but she saw a ghost the day that she recorded Golden. Yeah.
And
And he was wearing a flannel. Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I honestly believe her because she was like so spooked. She's like, I'm thinking about it now and like that was so crazy. But that studio was apparently haunted. Like people have seen this guy in the flannel. He's always in the flannel.
Yeah, but he showed up.
Yeah, he showed up. He pulled up for the homies. He was like,
Yeah, when,
yo, it's a banger.
when the right idea, the right concept was vesseled through.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's really special. It's a really special convergence of so many different things that I think was, I was going to say overdue, but I think the timing is just absolutely flawless.
The meaning and message behind what it sounds like. What is it like when you first I mean, are you reading the lyrics as they come? Like you're just reading them, right? When
It was so fun because we got these binders with sheet music. And I grew up in musical theater, so this is something that was very nostalgic for me to have to read the harmonies and stacked in like these huge stabs with like the soprano part, the alto part, you know, whatever. And that was fun. That was really fun. And they did, you know, give me an idea of what the music was going to sound like. So I definitely practiced before I went into these sessions because this is not in my comfort zone.
So when the meaning and message behind what it sounds like, when you read it and you soak it in for the first time, how do you receive it? How do you internalize it? How do you make that your own?
I really loved that song, honestly, from the moment. Even like, regardless of genre, I think what I understood was like, this is really good music. This is very catchy. I know this stuff from the moment that I hear it once, I can sing it back. And I felt really emotional, honestly. I'm not even going to lie. I remember seeing the first drafts because when you're recording, you can see what they have of the animation. And it was kind of funny because obviously things were still being worked out. So like they weren't walking, they were just like floating kind of. And like, you know, all the people were like still. But regardless of all those details, when I first started singing the song with the animation in the background, I just kept getting chills. I was like, why do I keep getting chills? This is weird. And I think it's because that song is so powerful. That song is such a revelation. It's such a response to Golden too, you know, it's like the full circle. And yeah, I remember I actually shed a tear like during seeing one of the more final versions of the of what it feels like with the animation of like the whole stadium and everything and the girls floating into the air. It was like, this is insane.
What was it like watching this movie for the first time?
I cried. And I want to just say I do not cry that often. Like I said, I'm emotionally constipated. So I cry like maybe 2 or 2.5 times a year. But like most of the time when I cry, it's like, it's bad. It's like sobbing for like 30 minutes straight because I kind of release in like spurts. But I just fat tears at the Netflix screening. And you know what? It was weird. What got me, I know this is kind of going to be like my fourth time talking about kimbap in this interview, but what really got me was seeing Korean food animated. I was just like, that's just like, it's the shit I used to hide as a kid in second grade going to school thinking it's so embarrassing. And to see it just like in its animated form, it's just something about that tickled me in a different way. It's like, this is a new era.
Cultural acceptance, like within media and movies like this, it's like it hits different. It hits the mainstream in a different way. But I got to say, like, Korean culture has been becoming mainstream for a few years now.
Yeah.
It's been a really cool thing to witness.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we've all felt this kind of like, it's been here, you know. Even 10 years ago when I fainted at that, or 13 years ago when I fainted at that Big Bang concert, that was a sold out concert at Prudential Center.
Real.
I fainted because that shit was crowded and I was dehydrated. But regardless, it's like, it's been here, you know, it's been here. But I think this is like it's like a culmination of all those things. It feels like it does feel like a slightly different color spectrum. Like the hues are just like deeper and it's just a different world, it feels like to me.
Can we break that down? Like, let's look at Baby Monster as like one big puzzle. What is each one of your pieces?
Oh, okay. Anyone want to start? Oh, Laura?
Yeah,
Laura?
let's go.
You've been quiet?
오케이. 전 항상 약간 상황을 정리하거나 멤버들을 함께 한 곳으로 모으는 그런 역할을 하고 있는 것 같아요.
Very important.
Yeah,
Someone has to organize the team.
Yeah.
Keep everybody in their
Yeah.
role in check.
Yes, because like 7 people, quite
Quite a lot.
a lot. So
For girls, that's quite a lot.
So like Laura, like Rami, where's Larry? Like, like 한 사람이 없어지고 막 7명 모이려 그러면 또 한 사람이 없어지고.
So, okay, how many times do you think you'll record a song before you feel like you get the one? Or you just take a bunch of pieces and you get the best from a bunch of takes?
One take?
No.
I'm just kidding.
For me, I have to do like perfectly something. Yeah, so maybe 1 hour, 2 hour, like that, and then next day, like, oh my god, I think I have to do one more time. Yeah, and then and then after 1 month, oh my gosh, I think I should one more time.
That's right.
Yeah, I always do like that.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I want to know about, like, I mean, dude, we got to keep going through the group, but like, I want to get the story behind Drip. And like, I mean, how many times did it take? Like, did you go back and re-record that one a couple months later?
1 month?
많이
2 weeks?
1 month.
3 months, yeah?
3 months?
아니야.
No clue.
No clue.
Actually, we don't exactly, like, we don't know about exactly, but I think maybe 1 month or 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get the demo. You collaborate with G-Dragon, who, by the way, is like another cosign from one of the greatest K-pop idols to ever exist. But you've gotten many cosigns from many incredible artists.
Right.
I mean, come on, right? We talked to Jennie from Blackpink.
Oh, yes.
What do you learn by just watching them and being fans of them?
I love when they're like hyping up your crowds. I mean, the crowds going wild when they're like doing "Are you ready?" Like, and I think like, we're getting like inspired by many attitudes. When they're like, performing on stages, and I really respect that.
Yeah, we've been like inspired by G-Dragon. G-Dragon 선배님 in so many ways, and it was such a special experience for us. And yeah, like when I heard his Drip rap part demo,
Yeah, so you just got a demo
for the
from
first time. Like I feel like, oh my god, it's so insane and like insane and like, oh my god, like, surprising. Yeah.
Two things. I want to understand working with Charlie Puth and how that comes about. Does it just come from him seeing you cover his song, or?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Ahyun, do you want to speak on that too?
Whoa. Oh my god, so much pressure on it.
Relax.
Yeah. I mean, when we were doing the last evaluation, we definitely have to pick the songs that we have to cover and perform on last evaluation. So, and first time, like, it was not a song that I just choose Dangerously by Charlie Puth when we were doing the last evaluation, and he commented on my video, and I was so shocked, and I just screamed it loud, and Mom, did you watch it?
Mom, I made it.
Yeah, I made it.
Moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, just I was in panic in that time.
Yeah.
Oh no, like
Right.
he commented on me, and
Yeah.
that's the first time like it's not bad.
Like interaction?
Yeah, interaction between
Yeah.
him and us, and boss told us that the demo came from Charlie Puth, and
Yeah.
it's a big present for you guys, and I was like, yeah, thank you. I will try my best to do it.
Yeah.
Can you please pronounce your full name for us?
Cynthia Erivo.
No. You have a.
Oh, my full name. Okay.
That was so-
Okay. I was like, because here's the thing. Not a crazy question. You have no
you
idea
so
how many
much.
times people mispronounce the Erivo in my name.
Sorry.
So I was like, sure, Cynthia Erivo. But I know what you mean now.
Sweet. That was like one of the
I'm
most
so
wholesome
honest.
things to happen here. I
And
felt like
there was
you were
no
in
judgment, was
school.
there?
Like, no, I just felt like it was like school, and you were introducing yourself to the class.
I think that was like that is the perfect example of the type of person I am. I was like, oh, sure. There was absolutely no judgment in it at all. I was like, oh, sure.
But by the way, your real name is 7. It's 7 names altogether.
Okay, let's get.
It's beautiful.
Thank you very much.
But I don't want to. Please,
I'll say it. I'll do it for you. So it's Cynthia Chinasoku Onyidemanazu Uezoke Amarachoku Achimana Arivo. But there's like a confirmation name, Perpetua, in there as well.
So, can you explain the origin of that and the histories tied to it?
They're all Igbo Nigerian names, and I really only know the translation for like 2 of them because maybe my memory is the worst. But my mother gave me, I think this is Chinasoku, which is what it means, and yeah. So Chinasoku is like God is always watching, as in like taking care. And Onyidemanazu, it's like, it's hard to translate exactly, but it's almost as if it's like you look forward. It doesn't matter what people are saying behind you because you can't see that. If you look forward, that's the thing that matters.
Yeah, goosebumps.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Is that not a reminder as
It's
you
always a
enter into
reminder.
the last few years of your life?
Yeah, you just keep that way. Whatever's going on behind you, whatever people will say behind you, doesn't matter. But what is in front of you is for you.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Because whether you introduce yourself as your full name or not, it still is seeped into your.
It's right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
And
Thanks, Mom.
By the way, your mom is very cool.
She is cool.
And you
Yeah.
pay homage and pay the most respect to your production company,
Yes.
which is also very cool.
Yes, Edith's daughter. Yeah, it's named after her. Her name's Edith.
You have something here at Amazon in development, right?
Yes.
It sounds cool.
I don't. I'm not allowed to say. Yeah,
It's like a space thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's
Blink
really
speed.
Cool. Blink speed. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, we've got some really lovely things on the slate, and we're like working through them now. And I'm excited because some of them are coming into production now, and we're getting close to getting on our feet and getting it into like production. It's kind of cool. I get to be like a proper producer. It's great.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a huge deal because that's what I want. I don't. I really want to be able to have things going in production that don't necessarily even really need me necessarily. I want to be able to create pieces that have other people in it, other faces, new introductions that I can just go, enjoy. I'll see you on set and I'll be around if you need me.
But it's new opportunities to
Yeah.
vital faces.
Yeah.
You have a larger mission behind this, right?
Yes, very much so. I want to be able to bring to the forefront and normalize some of the ideas that people like me, Black women of color, don't necessarily get to play in. And like, let's be spies, let's be aliens, let's be superheroes, let's do all of those really cool, fun things that we don't get enough of. And I love all of those genres, but I rarely see a face like mine in the lead. And the more I do it, the less the more I get this company going, the less I want to be in these things. I want to be able to say, well, I noticed that girl at her drama school and I put her in it. I want to put this young actress in it, or this young actor, and I saw him and he was really cool. And, I want it to be a place where new talent can really thrive and they can work in really good pieces of material.
If you were chasing that viral hit, do you think End of Beginning ever would have happened?
Probably not. I mean, the fact that song also did what it did is kind of a fluke. I mean, obviously people connected with it, but so many different weird circumstances have to kind of align for that sort of stuff to happen. It's not something you can plan. And then when it does, it's kind of like, whoa, it's not really due to much of what I've done. I put the same amount of work into other songs as that song. That one just happened to be at that moment where a bunch of people took it and put it in this TikTok or put it in this thing, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, but can we talk about the actual creation of it? Like, who's in the room with you?
That was like at the end of 2019, maybe. It was before the pandemic. It was me, Adam, and Teddy Matthews, who is also in the live touring band. He is the drummer. I replaced him originally as the drummer in Post Animal. He was the original drummer, and then Wes replaced me. And then Teddy plays in this band called Slow Pulp, great band from Chicago and Wisconsin. So yeah, and it was just the three of us, and it was like this last idea that we were adding to this. I was like, oh, I have this other idea, and wrote it and recorded, the three of us tracked a bit, and then pretty much did the instrumental, took it away for a couple weeks, wrote the lyrics, came back.
When you say idea, what did you have?
Like a phone recording.
Of what?
Guitar and melody.
Do you have it?
Somewhere, yeah, somewhere deep. I think it was on an older phone though.
So, and you just played that, like, that came to you when?
One morning.
Crazy.
Yeah. I'd say, I feel like the thing I've taken away from that is like the more you kind of like have things around and the more you make an effort to just take the pressure off, not try to make anything amazing, but just get something down. Then when you go back, you're like, oh, there's actually potential in that thing. Just like, what's the Michael Jordan? What's his thing? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
It's like that. You just want to get as many at-bats. Now we're baseball, but as many at-bats as possible.
You're a trainee for like
Yes.
11 years or
For a
something.
very long time. Yeah, 10 years, 11 years, yeah.
Can you explain to me what it's like to come so close to joining groups?
Yeah.
And then to be, because I'm assuming that's what happened, right?
100%. So there's what do you call, hierarchy of when you get to debut. So first you're the trainee, right? And that's the beginning stage. And then when you get better, because there's showcases every year, and all the people from the industry are basically checking if you passed or not, if you're good enough.
How scary.
Then you get to the next level, which is pre-debut stage. I never got there. So that, yeah, but also the thing is studies was also very important for me. I knew at a very young age that idol life isn't forever. So I was I need a career after this. So I wanted to go to college. So I had to balance studying and also practicing.
What were the cautionary tales that you were seeing around you while training that made you realize this isn't an end goal. This isn't a forever thing?
I just always knew. I don't know why. I was kind of smart. I'm kidding. But as a kid, I was it was always a thing, idol life isn't forever. And you also start young. So I noticed, around mid-20s, it's kind of where you kind of do your own thing after idol, right? So I just always knew that, being in the training system, it's not all happy. It's pretty hard and very sad. Mental health is definitely a thing that I noticed that everyone needs in the industry. So I really wanted to focus or study psychology, to be honest. So that's why I also wanted to, after, keep being a K-pop idol, maybe I could also be a therapist for K-pop idols. That was like another goal of mine.
That's an amazing
Like,
mission.
Whole thing planned out.
Why don't you think it ever worked out? Did they ever tell you like why you never debuted?
Definitely. They were like, because again, it's a business, you know what I mean? So they're, the thing is, like I said, right now, like I get why completely. I wasn't that good at singing at that time. I really wasn't. I honestly got to my singing level now because of songwriting. I've been writing for K-pop. You have to do so many different genres. So I had to like really go like vocal gymnastics with my vocals. But I think during that time, it was, first of all, truly it was my height was another thing.
Interesting.
And, SM has a very specific vision and sonic sound, and I just didn't really fit that. And so like, again, I completely understand. I don't have any hard feelings about that at all, to be honest. So
Are you grateful for the time you spent in training?
yes, 100%. I mean, it was hard, but I think it got me here.
If you can do that, come on.
I mean, kind of. Y'all should try it.
What is your relationship like today with the fact that the show's coming to an end?
Dude, it's so funny because I think I think about that all the time because have you interviewed any of the other cast?
No.
Okay, cool. One day I'm sure you will. But they're like awesome and they're like obviously family. I've grown up with them 10 years. That was like what we finished. We started in January of last year and then finished in December. So it was like a full year basically of nonstop shooting. And when we finished, it was this thing of like, you're saying, not only are you saying goodbye to like this part of your life and your childhood, but you're also saying goodbye to like the day-to-day stuff, which is, when you work with people, you're also, especially like, do you record this pretty off, like daily?
Yeah. The show's been around like 18 years.
Yeah.
And then I've watched like friends, like, I had a bunch of friends on Victorious and iCarly.
Yeah.
Same thing, like same theory of like, or same practice of spending so much time. And it's coworkers, it's friends and family.
Yeah.
But how long does it take to hit you? Is it like the last day of filming that it hits you, or does it take time?
I think I was very much like, sort of like my disposition around the cast and like the crew and everything that whole year was like two things. Like one thing was like me just trying to be as like completely optimistic as I could be. And anytime someone was like feeling bummed about it ending or like whatever it was, I would just try to like, we'll worry about that when we're done. Like, let's just hang out and just kind of try to like live in the moment as much as I could. And then there was the flip side of that, which is like there were times where I would just like be in my house and I have no idea like why this would happen, but I would just like walk around. It would be like 15 minutes where I'm not usually like this, but I would just like walk around my house like crying like an insane person. Like it was so weird, and it was like I think it was my brain's way of subconsciously like grieving this like end of the show that it was so important to me. And like I learned so much on the show as like someone who like really wanted to make films. I like grew up watching these young filmmakers make this thing and like learn so much from them. Joe Keery, who's having like a gigantic moment right now and like was hugely influential on me. When I met him, he was like, 22 or whatever, and I was 12. So he was the cool older guy in this sweet like psych rock band in Chicago and like showed me all these amazing rock bands. And like just I think all of this coming to a close, I couldn't process it. So I would just like basically like shut down, and then it would be totally fine. And I would go and I would walk across the street because like a lot of us the cast, we all lived like in the same neighborhood. So we'd all walk to each other's houses and then I'd be totally fine. So it was almost like a separation anxiety, weird thing. And then it really didn't hit me truly until the last day. And and the day after was like one of those things where I think everyone, including the crew, because even crew, there was crew on the show that had worked on it since season 1, so it was the huge part of their life done. And then on top of that, even people that had worked on the show for like a year, like that's a year of your life.
Totally.
And like film shoots are intense and they're long and you don't see your family. Like it's not 9 to 5. It's like you miss stuff. You miss like a lot of stuff, personal, like doctor's appointments, like whatever it is. It's like you put that on hold to go make the show. So it's a lot of stuff coming to a close, but I will say like in the end, it's so awesome because sometimes you have jobs like this and you don't see anyone anymore. And that's that thing of like, that's the sad part that I think everyone thinks is going to happen, where you make this thing with people for so long, it ends, and then you're like, well, see you I'll run into you like once every 10 years. But this is like one of those things where because we experienced this crazy thing together and the show blew up basically overnight, it's this thing of like, well, no, like we're making an effort to talk to each other and like, you know, still be close after the show's done, because it's like it would be a shame not to. But it ended very positively, I would say, like, and everyone was super happy with the result, and like we all still talk weekly.
Okay, beautiful human. Audible just dropped the collection of the year. Literally, the best of 2025. The editors, they did all the legwork. They listened to hundreds of hours of audiobooks, originals, podcasts, and they narrowed it down to the best of the best. They did all the legwork. They took the pressure out of picking. So if you've ever been stressed about where to start when it comes to like what to listen to, whether it be like an audiobook or an original or whatever, wipe the stress away, okay? Audible, they got you covered.
They're the best.
They really are. I mean, the last thing I listened to top to bottom on Audible was Lucas Gage. I write this for attention.
That's where I listen to Lucas Gage's memoir.
Yeah, his memoir, technically. But you also listened to the Haley Kiyoko book too, right?
Haley Kiyoko, Allison Stoner, Audible.
I mean, I don't really read. I actually listen. And you can listen too. Come on. So, end the year on the high note. Go to audible.com/best of the year. That is audible.com/best of the year. And remember, there's more to imagine when you listen.
Yeah, I did want to ask about that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That like iconic Iris Rain performance. How cool is it that was in Buffalo?
Yeah, the whole thing was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys remember from that show?
There were manhole covers blowing up at the end of the night.
Yeah.
There was so much rain. It was tearing wires off of the
what was going
sewer
on?
covers, and the gas was exploding, and manholes were flipping up about 10 feet in the air.
Holy
it was
shit.
crazy.
It was pretty
crazy
crazy,
night, man.
But Buffalo has this like, okay, this is really inside baseball plumbing. Okay,
No, sure.
all right.
Yeah, please.
I'm sure your audience will be fascinated. But Buffalo is a very old city, and they have something that's called a combination sewer, which means not only does it carry the wastewater, it also carries the shit out to get done. So you have all this methane inside these sewer pipes.
Interesting.
So much water filled up the sewer that it concentrated the methane gas at the top where there was air. So it was mostly methane. And there was a spark inside because they also run electrical wires through these sewer pipes. And so there was a spark, and it ignited all the methane, and boom, 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 these sewer manhole covers
flying 10
flying
feet
in the air, and then, like you're like, what the hell is that? It was insane. It was like a Kiss concert.
But think about all the water that's needed for it to get so full. Like
the water was up like around people's knees in front of the stage.
And that was above ground.
Yeah.
So what was going on in the?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But
and nobody got electrocuted that we know of.
Oddly enough. And I was just standing up there, and we're like, oh my God, it's just like these massive tangles of wire everywhere to run the lights and the PA. And we're just like, could 50,000 people really get electrocuted all at once? So we quick checked it out. Had to stop the show for a minute, check it out. And then I'm like, you got to keep going.
There's no Google, so we had to run to the library.
Yeah. How do you check it out?
Yeah. Well, you ask someone who allegedly knows, and then you go, fine, I have plausible deniability, let's go.
Take their word for it.
No, I mean, luckily there was no lightning. Like that was an unbelievable rainstorm, but there was any lightning, they would have made us stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
there was
you
no
know,
lightning, so.
So we continued on because if we hadn't continued on, I would have never been able to go home again. because that's not how people in Buffalo are. They're like, "Oh, you pussy."
What do you want to talk about?
No, what do you want to talk
I
about?
mean, I
man?
want to ask about Winter Heptagon. Was that like the most authentic version of Got 7?
Oh, Winter Heptagon? Oh, you talking about the recent one?
Yeah,
yeah, definitely,
January.
man. Yo, we went out. I think a lot of people think, you know, we have a very special relationship with JYP. Bro, we love JYP. We love JYP. And a lot of times I feel like just being giving people other fandoms or whatever, the insight is when people say, "Oh, I hate this company, I hate this label because this is doing this," and there's so much shit happening behind the scenes. You have no idea. Things are not like what, you know, it's not this label's problem or that label's problem. It's whoever that's in this label. That doesn't represent the label. You get what I mean? It's like a lot of employees in a label, to them, it's just a job. They make a mistake, boom, they're gone. But people blame it on the label, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, a lot of the things that people see, it's not the whole picture. It's just a part of the entire puzzle.
You're talking to the other members, right? You guys have a group chat?
No, we always talk in a group. We're Winter Heptagon. You know, last time we went out of the we're in a very good relationship with JYP. We respect the company a lot, and then we went out. We bought our own trademark. We bought our copyrights, masters, everything we bought, and then we have a company, and then we just do our shit. You know, like whenever we want to come back together, we do. And if
that's amazing,
yeah. But it's hard to combine 7 companies. Hard to deal with a project with 7 companies.
Yeah, 7 individuals.
Yeah, and I wish, you know, the next time that we come together, we can utilize and maximize our strength a little bit. You know, like not even on the music. For example, JB or other members, they're really good at making music. Hey, you take lead on that shit, right? If some other like, oh, you're really good at dance, you're the leader. Do that. For example, me, what I'm confident in is visuals. I can direct everything. Like even in a normal project, I can tell by that invoice or whatever. I know if people are snake or not. You know, like, oh, this I see you curveball that. You know, like I can see everything, right? But yeah, I wish I can us. It feels like 7 Avengers to us. You know, like just coming in can utilize our strength. The Hulk, you smash shit, right? Or the Hawkeye, you shoot your shit, bro. And you know, Captain America use a shield, whatever. Iron Man just do the tech, you know. So I wish we can combine it together and be able to do things this way more.
How do you make those decisions now without a larger overarching company?
No, we always combine it. We always, when we gather again, and we always gather and have a case-by-case partner, a company, to help it to execute a lot of things.
Got it.
Yeah, but I just wish, like, the next time we do this, at least the creative should come from us. You know, because being able to make an album or whatever it is, to be able to deliver and express what we want to say to our audience or to ourselves. You know, I just wish that would happen.
Who pushes you, though, to rap or to sing? Like, dancing is something that you obviously were able to figure out and master, but who pushed you to try something new initially?
Members.
Really?
멤버가 많이 도와줬어요. 그러니까 결국은 음악이라는 거는 저도 춤을 추면서 내가 음악을 되게 좋아하는구나를 느꼈는데, 본격적으로 이 프로듀싱을 하고 랩을 하고 음악을 한다라는 거는 결국은 서울에 올라와서 주변 멤버들이 그거에 대한 열정을 저도 느꼈던 것 같아요. 이런 식으로 음악을 좋아할 수가 있고, 또 다르게 내가 좋아하는 음악이란 이 감정을 이렇게 표현을 할 수가 있는 거구나를 멤버를 통해서 배웠던 것 같아요.
It's true. And by the way, like having members and friends and coworkers that lift you up and push you to tackle new challenges. Like it's really priceless.
How do you think the time apart and everyone's solo music will influence the group when you guys get back together?
되게 중요한 질문인 것 같은데 사실 그거를 바랬었던 것 같아요. 그러니까 결국은 팀으로서 계속 할 수 있는 부분 그리고 분명히 거기에 있어서 과연 앞으로 우리가 나아갈 수 있는 게 더 무엇이냐라고 했을 때 그때 그 시기에는 약간 물음표였었던 것 같아요. 그래서 건강하게 다시 뭔가 우리가 우리의 음악을 할 수 있는 상황이 만들어지려면은 결국은 이 7명이 각자의 음악을 하면서 각자의 성장 과정과 여러 가지 그로 인해서 얻는 그런 고통들과 그리고 뭔가 많은 것들의 배움에 있어서 각자의 것들을 하고 다시 뭉쳐졌을 때에 또 이 되게 좋은 영향과 에너지가 있다라고 생각이 들거든요. 근데 그게 이제 곧인 것 같고 다들 각자 다르게 자기 음악을 하면서 성장을 했고 그런 부분들이 곧 BTS 음악으로 만들어지고 탄생이 되지 않을까.
But it's so real, right? Like that time alone to explore your own thing allows you to come back as like stronger, bolder, more confident colors. So like what you guys will make together, I mean, yeah, gonna be wild.
뭔가 재밌을 것 같아요, 저도.
Yeah, that is so fascinating because when you guys first started, you were on this journey together and it was so long ago. I mean, you've been working at this for 20 years. You know, in that episode of your documentary, when you went back and reconnected with your dance crew, Neuron, they had mentioned that they were a little scared to meet you because they were just afraid because BTS, success, the whole thing. But then they were really happy to find out that nothing had really changed and you were genuinely still yourself. How do you stay grounded? Is that something that you have to make it like think about consciously all the time, or is it just something that is natural at this point?
초심. 와우. 이 초심이라는 게 어떻게 보면 어떤 사람들에게는 굉장히 부담이 되는 요소인 것 같기도 하고 굉장히 어려운 부분인 것 같기도 해요. 그래서 요즘 드는 생각은 사실 사람이라는 거는 정말 자연스럽게 변화하기 마련이고 거기에 맞춰서 만들어지기 마련이거든요. 그래서 이 초심이란 거는 굉장히 그냥 작은 나의 중심의 어느 한 부분인 거고 근데 그 부분에 있어서 그 작은 부분일지라도 잊지 않는 게 되게 중요한 거고 그래서 저는 그거를 계속 잊지 않으려고 노력을 하는 것 같아요. 그거를 계속 뭔가 그 초심을 꼭 지켜야 되고 뭔가 이게 가장 나의 큰 어떠한 부분이고 이런 게 아니라 이 초심이라는 당연히 사람은 변화하는데 그 초심이라는 게 이 작은 부분일지라도 잊지 않고 기억하고 그거를 계속 좀 되새기는 게 되게 저한테는 중요한 부분이 아닌가. 그래서 자연스럽게 이 뉴런이라는 저의 팀을 만났을 때도 좀 표현이 됐었던 것 같아요.
Can we listen to a Justin Bieber demo?
Sure.
You want to play I don't know, maybe Holy? You got Ghost. Let's do Ghost. When I bring up Ghost, like, what do are you hit with memories? Like, what
my grandmother.
Really?
Yeah. Every line of that is like me just missing my grandma.
Did you write it alone?
No, that was Monster Strangers, Pollock. Yeah.
And what do you do? Like, what's happening in the room?
They're just being like total pros and helping me decipher my feelings and move that, change that chord. Oh, that feels right. And Pollock's like professional #1. Like that's why you see Pollock supporting so many prolific or what the people culture considers prolific, whatever. Pollock's next to them because he's like the ultimate supporter of the thing.
Are you on keys or are you just behind
Sometimes. Not, but I'm usually just like, they're like, just turn the mic on and put it in front of John. And as long as we create an atmosphere that feels good for him to like shoot on, something might show up.
Do you go in that day knowing you want to talk about your grandma?
No, it's just
she shows up.
Why am I sad hearing that chord? Like, ooh, what's that sadness? Oh, I had that sadness that time I said goodbye to a family member. It's like, ooh, that might be something. A lot of people have family members. It's like it really is that simple. Sometimes the gate looks like it's like 5,000 feet tall, but you don't realize it's only 5 feet wide. Just like walk around it. You don't have to be so prolific. It's like people miss people. If you can now, the utility is make a song that will trigger somebody missing the person that they miss. Black, white, Chinese, Spanish, Italian, doesn't matter.
So there's no belief that this song was like somehow like bestowed into you and you were just the vessel for it?
Well, it was because the croissant I woke up eating led me to the person I knew that played the chord to do the thing. We're all on borrowed time. This is all a magical. This is all. It's all. And by the way, I'm realistic enough to say, I'm egotistical enough to say that I don't appreciate it to that full degree when I'm in it. You know what I mean?
I understand that.
But it is all magic. It's all. If I would have never met this person to think of this song on this day.
Yeah, universe, God.
Crazy.
Let's listen.
Death Cab for Cutie. This. Postal Service.
Young blood thinks there's always tomorrow. I miss your touch on nights when I'm hollow. I know you crossed the bridge that I
This pre, a month. Here.
Since the love that you left is all that I get, I want you to know that if I can't get close to you, I settle for the ghost of you.
Goosebumps.
I miss you more than life.
I understand that. It's a hit.
And if you can't be next to me, your memory is ecstasy. I miss you more than life. I miss you more than life. Young blood thinks there's always tomorrow.
It's so great. Holy.
Yeah. That one I don't feel so cringy about. I don't know why. I like that song.
I'd listen to that song like thinking it's a John Bellion record.
Yeah, it was fun to do the. Ben Gibbard is like one of my biggest. I think Ben Gibbard's like one of the greatest melodic and lyrical minds to ever breathe air. So to do some sort of homage to like Postal Service, District Sleeps Alone, like Such Great Heights thing, and then to hear Bieber over it felt like one of the first times I ever was like affecting culture at a grand scale because of an idea of being like Postal Service would be cool here. Like seeing me say that to then implement that in the production and the drum approach of that very 909 thing, and then to hear Bieber do it and introduce it to culture through his vessel was like, oh wow, I've dreamed about this my whole life. Getting a cut is hard. At the beginning of your career, you kind of have to like go do the camps you don't want to do and get the cuts on artists that don't excite you. But if you keep going, you get to this position where you're in a pipeline of where the creator of art meets culture. And if you have an opportunity to change it, you can get as risky as you want to get and as whatever. And sometimes it lands and sometimes it doesn't. But when it does land, you're like, ooh, that fast double time 909 thing is hitting right now. And it's number one. It's like, wow, my ideas are sometimes like viable.
Were you strategic about your vocals on changing? Because it is higher than you usually go.
Yeah, my falsetto was what was surprising because I think Jason, when he said something to me, he's like, hey, so it's like the falsetto. I'm like, I know. I just weirdly, I have no problem being confident to sing this for some reason. And he goes, okay, we got in there. He's like, oh my God, where's this been? I was like, I guess I never really gave it a shot to do that. I knew deep down inside, like I could do it, but like never like pushed myself, I guess.
Can you explain why?
I don't know, man. It like I know that sounds like such a dumb answer, but like I just felt like I didn't have it in me.
Is that why you never sang on like Jonas Brothers albums in the past?
Like honestly, like one, you're singing next to Joe and Nick.
Yeah.
It's a little difficult. You've heard them sing.
Totally.
So like you grow up watching people like just crush it and kill it every single night. And also it takes a lot. I know how much it takes to be present vocally constantly. And also I don't believe I had the chops to do it. I think if you look back at things, you like look back at like early vocals from the Jonas Brothers. Then you look at like midway Jonas Brothers vocals. And then you look at like where Joe is now after DNCE and the amount of time he spent doing it by himself. Like there's growth everywhere.
Oh,
What Nick
100%.
did solo music to the Broadway and the breathing, and there's still growth, right? Like you're not just like gonna wake up one morning and be like, I'm the best vocalist there is.
It
Like,
is a muscle, man.
it's a muscle. You got to work it out. And I think, can I say it? Doing 100 shows 2 years ago, 150 or 160 shows on the last 5 albums, one night tour. The album before that, Happiness Begins, and we were one of the few bands that were able to get out during COVID. We got out and did the outdoor arena, the amphitheater run. Like we like to tour.
Yeah, you do.
My wife is like, "What are you doing?" And everyone that's listening internationally, like, yeah, we know. Trust me, we're working on it. It's a process, But like we have a lot of things we want to get to and go. And
what a blessing!
We should not be able to continue to do this. I should not be sitting on this couch.
It is,
and I'm so lucky.
Does it surprise you still when you walk out in a baseball stadium and it's packed full of people?
Yes.
I mean, you debuted
every
this on
single
that
time.
Fenway, yeah.
And that was the other thing too. It's like, great, what day? I just jump into the deep end there.
Yeah. A shot of tequila in and go.
I did not. I like blacked out, dude. I got up there. My mouth was dry. I like ran back to my station. So we have the bridge right now on tour. And behind each column, our carp's built like these really cool things. It's like a little like kind of desktop, but like it's got like our drinks on it. It's got like a little mirror. It's got our set list. Like it's like I can stand in front of it where the audience really kind of can see us from the sides, but like not really from the front. And the minute we walk under the spotlights know to like shut off. So like it's a second where I can like regroup myself. I like ran back there. My mouth was so dry. I was like just took a shot of something real fast, and I was just like ran back out. I was like, okay, here we go.
So when did you realize that was even a possibility for you? Because you were part of the Disney Channel universe before, right? Like you did High School
Right.
Musical, the musical, series.
I landed the lead in my first show called Gabby Duran that was on Disney when I was 12.
Oh, what?
And I was such a Disney kid growing up. Like, I remember watching Selena and Zendaya on Shake It Up and being like, oh, they're the coolest girls in the world. Like, I want to be that. So I always kind of felt like that was in the cards for me at some point. I felt like I would end up at Disney. And it was actually really interesting because when I first started auditioning, I was just auditioning for like dancer roles. And I like had booked a couple little commercials where you would, have to pause the TV and be like, oh wait, there I am in the back of this Kohl's commercial dancing for 5 seconds. And then that kind of just grew into me auditioning for acting roles and then Disney. But at first it had been Nickelodeon. They offered me a holding deal when I was like 11. So it basically meant like I would sign a contract and just like be with them for a couple years until they could figure out like what to do with me.
And potentially nothing, right? Like it's a risk.
It is such a risk. And, I thought about it for a long time and my team was really like, they wanted me to do it. It's a big opportunity and obviously Nickelodeon's huge. And for my age bracket at that time, like, it's really Nickelodeon and Disney. Like, so I remember thinking about it long and hard and I was like, I'm supposed to be with Disney. I just felt it in my gut. I'm such a true Disney girl and I just had seen it for me since I was little. So I told them, I was like, no, we gotta wait for Disney. I know it's coming.
At 11 years old this was?
Yeah.
Wow.
My team was like, what are you doing? I was like, no, we gotta wait. So thank God I did that because I got the show a few probably months after that.
Wait, that's wild.
Yeah.
So when do you realize that Descendants could be a possibility for you in your Disney trajectory? How do they tell you? Because did you have to audition with other people or did they know that you were right for the
Yeah, I
role?
did like a Zoom. I mean, the execs, like, they had seen me grow up because,
Yeah.
I had been with the channel since I was 12. So I think the cool thing about Disney is, like, once you're in the family, like, you're very much in the family and, they think of you for other things and they're always, kind of keeping you in their back pocket, which I think is cool. But after I did the Gabby Duran show, I thought that was it. I was like, okay, cool. I ended the show when I was 15. I signed a record deal that same year and I was like, cool, I'm just gonna like focus on music now and like, I guess that's it for my Disney journey. And then through the process of me, being a new artist on this label and trying to find my footing and I had just been in with like all these writers and producers and I still felt like I wasn't, finding my sound yet and so many cooks in the kitchen telling me, what kind of music I should be making.
Rita Ora is your mom?
Rita Ora is my mom, which
Icon.
is sick.
Hi, Rita Ora.
She wasn't attached to it yet at the time before because I was the first one casted. But
You did reveal other people who were supposed to play that role.
did I? Yes. Wait, am I allowed to say
Wait,
it? I
Katy
probably am.
Perry was
Katy
in
Perry
consideration.
and Christina Aguilera.
Wait, what?
They were in talks at the time when I like first was going through the process. Yeah, kind of crazy. But no, Rita is incredible. I truly feel there's no one that could have played Queen of Hearts. Like it was made for her.
Totally.
She is that girl.
She's
so
exceptional.
sweet. Not as mean as the Queen of Hearts at all.
She's also like down. Like she will.
Yeah, she's just so cool.
She embodies it.
Yeah, she just is that diva in the best way.
I also think there was just something in me though that was like not comfortable with going beyond a certain level of recognition, which I've been grappling with recently.
Interesting.
Yeah, I watched this video on TikTok and they were like, you're only as famous, you can only be as famous as your nervous system allows. Does that resonate with you?
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like, like I have this really hardcore fan base, but previous to this record, I feel like there's always been something that, there would be a part of me that would be exposed I wouldn't be comfortable with if it went beyond that. I've done a lot of therapy on it.
But what is the core? What are you afraid of exposing? Or
I think people who choose to be in the public eye or like gravitate towards careers, I think a lot of us have this relationship with validation where it's like we maybe begin this career to seek it out, but then we're also grappling with like, well, fuck you, because this is who I am. Like, I don't care if you don't like me.
Really?
And like the extremes of this career make those moments magnified, especially with like, just fan culture online. It can feel very loud, even if it's not. Like 5 voices can feel like 50. So yeah, I think it's like a really good exercise in self-worth and knowing that you're valuable regardless of what you make and if people like it or not. Because again, an artist's career and life is like this. You have to follow like what is calling to your like spirit or soul. And sometimes people are on the ride with you and other times not. But you just have to like accept that, which is hard. It's like a hard thing.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, like you have to do this thing for you.
Yeah.
But do you feel like you're holding yourself back from achieving a new level of fame because that's going to subject you to this idea that people are going to criticize you? And
I don't know if it's about critique. I think there's like a control thing there where it's like I really enjoy freedom. And maybe in my head I had it wrong where I was like, if I wanted to be this level of seen, like, or recognized for my work, then I'm going to have to give up other things. But I don't currently feel like that, but it's just something I've thought about recently and like have worked through. And it's kind of interesting because I think my fans also sometimes feel confused. They're like, why didn't she take this path? And it's for a variety of reasons. It's like with like artists, especially bigger artists, it's like they have forged this path that everyone else is expected to follow to be deemed like important or successful. And I just don't think that's right. One path for one person isn't going to be the right one for the other. And that applies to pop too. It's like, I think your music can infiltrate culture in many different ways.
But you could have kind of like hidden behind Electra Heart. You could have hidden behind Marina and the Diamonds, but you said, nope, I'm just Marina.
Yeah.
Why was that? Because you could have kind of like, taken a step back and almost been this character.
Yes. Yeah, the easy route would have been to stick with Marina and the Diamonds.
Yeah, but you
for
said,
sure. But
nope,
I wanted
me.
to freaking rebrand, which my label didn't like at the time. Yeah, I think I felt like my identity was so enmeshed with Marina and the Diamonds. I just suddenly didn't feel like a person anymore. So that was just for myself. I needed to separate in order to feel more human. And I don't know if it was the right or wrong thing. It's just like I literally had to do it just for my own mental health.
Didn't you say you had to travel to find the lyrics to that
I did,
one?
yeah. I did it. I had to go digging. I ended up, my wife was like, kicked me out of the house. She's like, you're driving yourself and me, by the way, insane. You've just got to go somewhere and be away from home and go and be an artist for a few days. So I went to Istanbul
on my way to Jerusalem, and I sat in a cafe for 3 days and drank coffee and smoked cigars and wrote poetry like a prick. And but I've been in denial. I've been in denial for a long time about being an artist, and I just allowed myself to go and be an artist for a few days, and then the Rushmere lyric came, and I texted these lads, and then we were good to go.
But that lyric is very reminiscent of your early days.
Yeah. I had to go very far away from them to be able to look back at them, I think. But I only realize that now, talking to you. Yeah.
Take me back to empty lawns and nowhere else to go. This started as a poem.
Yeah.
You say, come get lost in a fairground crowd where no one knows your name. There's only honest mistakes. There's no price to a wasted hour. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that lyric now. It was a fucking nightmare to get it. It took forever.
Is there any other songs in your catalog that took that long?
I Will Wait.
Really?
That was a nightmare.
Fuck off, really?
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
Like, and what about that took so long?
The lyric took a long time. Yeah.
Was it like a go travel, get away, find it, or?
It was more like there's this big block of stone in front of you and you just have to chisel at it. And it was like the chiseling, my arms were getting tired, and one of these lads would come along and chisel, and Marcus Draves would be like, come on, here's the tools, pick them up again. I remember him sitting on the end of my bed in Paris when we were doing the vocals on that song. And it was another day where I was just like, mate, I just don't think I can do this. And he tried like the bad cop approach where he was like, come on, this is your job, you know. And then eventually like he brought me a cup of tea. It was the softest I've ever seen him. When I woke up one morning, he brought me a cup of tea, sat on the end of my bed like a fucking prison guard or a nun, and sat on the end of my bed and was like, today might be the day. Here's a cup of tea. Let's go and try it again. And we did, and we got it in the end, yeah.
I don't think there's a better or worse, though.
Midwifery, you know.
Like, I don't think the argument is faster's better.
Yeah.
Like, we're not kind of adverse or afraid of going through the process and the pain. And actually, I would probably argue that the cup of tea for Marcus Draves gives a little bit more confidence when Istanbul was calling for Rushmere to just keep going, stay on the path, and, you know, the song will get there.
How did you discover you had such crazy range? Like, do you just like
Me, myself?
Yeah, like do you just wake up one day and just like figure it out, or do you hear someone else do it and then you go, I'm gonna try it?
I think it's a little bit of both. Sorry, I had a hair on my mouth. I think I just remember always listening to female singers since I was a kid, and they were always inspiring to me, and I would always sing along to them, sometimes so much that my voice would be tired. And I remember my dad being like, why do you feel like you need to sing along with them? Aren't you hurting your voice? It's like, I just can't stop. It's just, they were just doing more interesting things to me. And suddenly that sort of became my role in pentatonics too. That was sort of my quote unquote gimmick, I guess. And because of that, I trained that part of my range.
Really?
A lot. And it's what makes me
special.
Well, it's what makes me feel special. I mean, it's what I feel like I bring to the group. Like, that's my specialty. Yeah.
It's a 6-octave range, right?
I don't know.
Let's test it now.
Let's bring in the piano. Yeah.
Bring in the piano.
We actually have one.
Let's do it.
We can't roll it in here. We don't have a budget like that, but it's in the
Someone calls the police.
Oh my
Oh my god.
There it is.
Thank you so much.
6 octaves.
6 octaves.
Right here. 2 seconds.
That was
Punching a
about
wall
6 or
somewhere.
7.
I actually feel the same way about Matt, because like there are just times in the show where you're like going so light, and then all of a sudden you're in the top of your range.
Yeah,
and
you
I
do
go,
have a crazy range.
why and how?
Yeah, they have the range.
Kevin has.
Yeah, I was gonna say you sing the highest.
I think I do what I can
for the community.
For the
What's
community.
your range? What's
For the
your range,
culture.
Zach?
What's
your
none.
range?
No range here.
We sing pretty all.
One,
2.
Are you ready? No.
I thought we were gonna do the cat and Garth thing. I was so ready for it.
Totally. When I listen to your music, it sounds incredible. But like, what is everyone's specialties, and like, what does everyone bring to the group?
That's a good question. I was like,
musically and personally.
Yeah, we can do both.
I mean, I think,
if you want.
What about spiritually? Well, I think that like like if we're dating back to the beginning of Pentatonics times, I was like the riffing one.
Yeah.
The riffing one.
And like Mitch was like the high singing one.
Mhm.
And the Kirsty was like the harmony girl, the
Well, Kirsty, you bring,
Disney
you bring
princess.
an earnestness to it. I think you have a really
Earnestosity.
Earnestosity. Earnestosity, baby. And you have
And then the low voice and the
you have a
beatboxing.
beautiful
That's a moment.
singer-songwriter coupled with like a musical theater sound that I find very unique.
You girl.
You girl. I'm the girl. I am.
That's also true.
You bring the girl.
I bring girl.
I bring girl. One time.
Oh man.
What about everyone else?
Low voice, beatboxing, riffing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
High voice.
High voice girl.
High voice
Disney
and girl.
princess.
High voice and
Earnestosity.
girl.
What was it like merging two of those things the other night at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony?
It was an emotional night. It was an incredibly emotional night. A wonderful evening. First of all, I don't know if you guys know, but I love Soundgarden.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've
I've
heard this
heard.
about me. So to be there with them and to help them celebrate, and I'm so honored and thankful and so prideful for them. Like I am so proud of them and so happy for them that I cannot even put it into words. So it's just the whole evening was insane and emotional, and the weight of it was certainly not lost on me at all. So there's this kind of contradicting feeling always. But it was beautiful and it's so well deserved. And then the fact that Jim Carrey is the one that inducted them. When Matt Cameron told me that a couple weeks ago, and I think my head almost flew off my body. Like I couldn't believe what he was telling me, because what are the odds of that? I haven't seen Jim in 25 years. It's right as we're putting out this Christmas record. His favorite band is Soundgarden.
So that was really all the universe.
It's all the universe. My favorite band is Soundgarden. Like, what just happened?
What do you and Jim talk about?
And what is it like to see him after?
It was great. It was so great. I thought that, I knew he was coming, so you think about all the things of like, what are you going to say and how's it going to be? And I overanalyze everything before it's happened. And then after, and then when I'm in it, I'm in it. But it was unexpectedly, it felt like coming home or something. Like even though I was so young when we did Grinch, it felt like family. Like when I hugged him, I was like, I know you. Like I spent 2 years of my life with you. Like I know this man really well, and it felt familiar and warm and comfortable and just beautiful. Like I can't. It was just the strangest thing. It felt like seeing a family member you haven't seen in a long time, but like in one way, no time had passed. It was very strange and amazing.
Can we bring our very own Kelsey?
Kelsey is the biggest Zombies fan of all time.
Really?
No way.
You should have been in here the whole time.
She has the merch. She has it all.
Did you watch Zombies 4?
I'm a huge, it's just excellent.
These two, am I right?
So good. So good. Sorry, I'm like a giant fan.
No,
actually.
do your thing.
What
We
merch
love
do you
you.
have? I have a Seabrook High shirt, and then I have a shirt that, I don't know if you guys have ever played TKO, like the Jackbox game.
Yeah, of
But you
course.
like paint a t-shirt and then someone puts a slogan on it.
Of course.
And it's a drawing I
And
made
you
of
can order them.
Yeah. Shrimpy? So I have a drawing of Shrimpy, and
No
then
way.
it says, let's go to Chili's on the bottom. Just because everyone loves Chili's.
First of all, I want you to know it means so much to us that Shrimpy's getting love, because Shrimpy
Yeah.
gets a lot of love on set.
We love Shrimpy.
I
love
love
Shrimpy.
Shrimpy, my favorite character. Sorry.
And not a lot of love in this last movie outside of the opening. Like,
Okay, we need to tell you something, and you're gonna think this is hilarious. Meg, do you want to tell the story?
No, tell it.
Okay, I don't want to miss anything. Paul, our director, is like, he's very business, he's very like, we're gonna do this and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay to lose things, and he's okay with curveballs and whatnot. This man was so adamant about having Shrimpy in this movie. He got like the board of Disney together, because they were like, we're not gonna fly Shrimpy's costume out to New Zealand, because why would he even be there? Because he's a mascot for Seabrook, and they're not there anymore. And Paul put together like a whole presentation basically like insisting that Shrimpy is a real person. He's not a mascot. Shrimpy is a huge shrimp person, and he himself is going to college. This is like the dumbest little thing. I never
and they
knew
were all
this.
like, we're not convinced. It was like a whole board meeting,
He
and they
was
weren't convinced.
so,
He's like, we have
ugh.
zombies and monsters, and
He's like, why
all
can't we have
these.
Shrimpy?
Why can't Shrimpy be a real person too? Yeah, he like his original ideas. He wanted Ely, the eel from the rival school. And Shrimpy to be like at a campsite, like
beefing.
Like no, they're like on their own road trip.
Oh, like they're doing their thing.
So they were like a whole part of the car crash. And Disney was like, no.
Oh my god!
But they were like
He
on their own
loves
vacation.
Shrimpy. We actually got
Ely,
merch.
bro.
We bought merch at the end of the shoot that is just it's like a cute little simplistic image of our director Paul with Shrimpy. And we all have those hoodies
In
now.
Legends of the Making, he did so many takes of just Shrimpy, and he'd be like, "Yeah, Shrimpy!" Like, on the mic.
Dude,
and
he's a
I
very,
had a whole
like-
choreographed
Yeah.
dance with Shrimpy.
Really? He's a really straightforward dude, Paul. You know, he's like always about like, let's get this shot done, let's move
Didn't
on.
make the cut.
But when it's Shrimpy, that guy is like, I've never seen him so excited.
Oh, so in Zombies 4, he makes like Shrimpy makes a little noise for, like the first time ever. Like it's so subtle, but like when it passes Shrimpy, it's like a Shrimpy. When it's like passing, he goes like, yeah, yeah. And it's like really weird.
Did Paul put that in there?
So I don't know who Shrimpy is or what he stands for, but he's weird.
Oh my god!
So
And then
funny.
also, okay, last Shrimpy thing, I swear to God. But on Zombies 3, we went to the rap party, and there was just a guy there that none of us recognized, and we were like, dude, do we like kick this guy out or whatever? And we were like, okay, somebody's got to go ask him who he is because nobody recognized him, and it was Shrimpy the whole time. And we never knew that that's the guy that was under Shrimpy. It was the funniest thing. Okay, I'm done talking about
It
Shrimpy.
was really funny.
Did
I
you have
wish
any questions?
Shrimpy and I's duet made
I'm so
it.
sorry.
Our duet never made it.
We'll get there.